You've been unconscious for 3 years, the Uchiha stated as he helped Naruto walk. 3? How am I not dead? The blonde asked. Sasuke didn't respond, leading the blonde through the giant roots. His eyes widened at the sight before him. The slug boss, Lady Katsuyu, wrapped around one of the cocoons, green chakra slowly flowing through the roots. Sasuke stepped forward, cutting open the cocoon. Sakura lay inside, her frail hands forming into a single hand sign. Her genjutsu resistance countered the infinite Tsukuyomi for a few seconds. She summons the full Lady Katsuyu. They've kept everyone alive all this time, including you. Naruto smirked as the cocoon sealed itself. Sakura always was an amazing shinobi. I wouldn't say always, Sasuke muttered, Naruto punching his shoulder. And what about you, Sasuke? How did you escape? The blonde asked. I was never caught by the infinite Tsukuyomi. This Rinnegan gave me immunity, Sasuke answered, pointing to the eye he now kept hidden beneath his hair. So, you've been out here for 3 years, by yourself? Sasuke shook his head. Hagoromo has been around, keeping me sane. And Madara is out there, of course, though I haven't seen him since he cast the infinite Tsukuyomi. Naruto grabbed the Uchiha's shoulders, panic in his eyes. Did you say Hagoromo? He's here? Sasuke frowned. After I woke from my eye transplant, he told me everything. He also taught me how to use the Rinnegan. I haven't seen him for months, though. Before that, he mentioned something about the tailed beasts. Naruto's mind raced, eyes widening in realization. Did he sacrifice his remaining spiritual chakra to let me hear Kurama and the others? Afraid so, brat, Kurama chimed in. As for whether or not his spirit will manifest ever again, I cannot say. This could explain why the future he showed you was so vague and didn't warn you about all this. So, all that may remain of him is the power he gave me? Naruto asked. Yes. At the moment, though, you can't use that power until your chakra has recovered. Naruto nodded, turning back to Sakura's cocoon. It had repaired itself already, Katsuyu remaining perfectly still. Sasuke beckoned the blonde away, the two running slowly due to Naruto's condition. The Uchiha led him towards a large clearing far from the battlefield. Naruto pinched his nose in disgust from the initial smell. His jaw dropped when he saw the cause. The clearing was filled to the brim with corpses, flesh rotting beneath tattered clothing. Over the last 3 years, I've collected as many bodies as possible across the great nations. There are several resting sites like this, Sasuke explained with a defeated tone. But why? Naruto shakily asked. You know about the Rinnegan's ability to summon the King of Hell. Hagoromo told me Madara used it to revive himself from the dead. It's chakra taxing, but I can, in theory, do the same to all the shinobi we've lost during the war, provided we have a body. Then why haven't you been doing it all this time? Sasuke shook his head. If I did, they'd be caught by the infinite Tsukuyomi. Sakura would then have more people to keep alive. The more she has to handle, the less time she can keep everyone alive. If I knew the reanimation jutsu, that could be worked around until the dream was dispelled. But the perfected technique died with Orochimaru. The Uchiha led Naruto closer, stopping in front of the body ahead of all the others. Naruto felt like vomiting, his legs caving. He knelt beside Haku's body. It was preserved more than the others, most likely due to her Kekkei Genkai's effect on her body. Naruto didn't dare touch her, fearful of losing himself yet again. Once all this is over, I intend on reviving her first, Sasuke stated, staring at his blonde friend. No, Naruto said simply. No? Sasuke questioned. No, Naruto repeated. I don't want her to come back. She'll be happier in the afterlife. But you love her, Sasuke stated. Naruto took a deep breath. And that's exactly why I don't want her to come back. I don't want to subject her to that life again. She's already died once. She doesn't deserve it again. This world is unfair and cruel. I won't allow her to face it anymore. Sasuke's eyes narrowed. If I didn't know better, it sounds like you agree with Madara and the infinite Tsukuyomi. Naruto wiped tears from his cheeks, reaching into his pouch. He produced a stasis scroll, placing Haku's body inside. Without another word, he dashed off, Sasuke quickly catching up. Where are you taking her? Naruto stared straight ahead. To the hidden leaf, to be buried. Sasuke frowned. Care to elaborate your earlier statement? Naruto jumped atop one of the roots, staring up into the blinding sky. This world is cruel, but it is also beautiful. Life is worth living, but it should not be toyed with. Life ends, that is a fact. One I think we shouldn't try to undermine. Sounds like a simplistic view, one that contradicts your attempts to save others, Sasuke retorted. Naruto chuckled. Maybe, but I don't see it that way. This world is unfair, full of trouble and tragedy. Hagoromo was right. Peace cannot last forever. But the way I see it, we should still strive for it. If we don't experience hardship, we won't be able to accept our lives after death. And so, I will care for and respect everyone I can. I will save them. I will bring them peace. That is my purpose in this life. I cannot rest until it is over. Sasuke saw the sparkle in the Uzumaki's eyes. He looked away, a grim expression on his face. He could never think that way, though he understood Naruto's words. That realization made his heart sink. The pair continued their run towards the Hidden Leaf village in silence. Sasuke couldn't bring himself to tell Naruto the truth of what had to be done after hearing his words. It all made sense now to him, why the blonde refused to kill, why he cared so deeply for others, even the ones who hated and hurt him. Perhaps it's because of my Uchiha blood, but I can never live that way, loving everyone, Sasuke thought. The journey took over a week. Naruto's strength and chakra had recovered to roughly a quarter of its original size. The tailed beasts had woken up. Sasuke then had to watch Naruto swap between their personalities as they bickered with one another. He'd be lying if he said he didn't find it amusing. Having a living companion was a novelty to him now, let alone one with 10 different minds. That sense of comfort never fully settled, thanks to the endless roots and cocoons. It vanished the moment they reached the gates of the Hidden Leaf village. The walls were cracked, several roots sprouting through roots sprouting through several buildings. Sasuke scanned each and every pitch-black shadow, Naruto looking straight ahead. They checked everywhere, eventually making it to Naruto's forest haven. The waterfall had dried up, the pond not far behind. Naruto could see the dust line the cave walls and floor. Best be quick, Sasuke stated. Naruto nodded. Using Earth Style, he created a hole in the ground. He opened the stasis scroll, Haku's body appearing in the grave. Naruto then produced a wooden box, his eyes lingering on her before he covered the grave. "We can get a headstone for you later," Naruto whispered, attempting to put on a smile. "But first, I need to find Madara." Naruto stood, following Sasuke. After more searching, they reached the Hokage monument. Moss had started to form on the stone faces. From a distance, Sasuke's Sharingan locked onto a pale white dot atop Hashirama's head. "It's him," Sasuke stated. "Has he spotted us?" Naruto asked, gathering chakra. "He must have," Sasuke replied. "Time to end this. Wind style. Soul speed!" Naruto shouted, flying upwards. Sasuke watched him, shaking his head in frustration. "I have to tell him now. Almighty push!" Sasuke planted his hands on the ground, using the Renegon's ability to propel him upwards. The duo landed behind the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, Naruto's hands ready to form hand signs. "It's been a while, Madara," the blonde snarled. The men continued to stare at the horizon for a while. It wasn't until Naruto adjusted his footing that the Uchiha's head slowly turned to face him. "Ah, Sasuke, Naruto. I've been waiting for you. It's good to see some people out and about." "No games, Madara," Naruto demanded. "Undo the infinite Tsukuyomi." "I cannot," Madara answered, standing up. "That, young Uzumaki, is your job." The Uchiha ghost spread his arms out, dropping all defenses. His chakra deactivated, Rinnegan dulling in color. His lingering ki faded. The act made Naruto take a step back. "What trick is this?" he asked. "It's not a trick," Sasuke stated, sheathing his sword. He looked at the ground, fists clenched. "Hagoromo explains this to me as well. There's only one way for the infinite Tsukuyomi to be undone. The death of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki." If you like what you just heard, consider hitting the subscribe button and bell icon to get notified about new videos. If there's a part you've missed, then check out the entire playlist on screen. If you like this story, please share it with your fellow anime lovers. Any support helps a lot. That's all for now. This is Ninja Kai, disappearing in a golden flash.